So you're almost finished with your project at this point if you have voiceovers. Here it's all one file. It could be several small files that you do one after another to be more precise. My floating friend, the actual stick animation video. I've got credits, I've got the sound in or the music from the Shrek that I will have to cut at the end. Here, one trick that you can do with your credits right now, if you just play this at the end, your credits are static, kind of boring. Right click on them, go to animate, and then you can move them from like left to center or left to right, and this will give them a nice little left to right effect so that it's actual credits that are moving on your screen. You could do top to bottom, I guess, if we can find that in the list. Top to bottom is another way of doing it so that your credits are going to be like we see on TV and movie theaters. Cool. So there's a few missing things still in this video. There's a couple of explosions and anything that would involve a sound. I would like you to download the sound clip from either soundbible.com or freesoundeffects.co.uk. They're in the links in the assignment and then modos. So here I guess there's not much as far as sound clips that I would need except the two explosions. So how do I get the explosions? Well, you go on to your browser, you type Sound Bible. In Sound Bible you'll be able to search for sounds by typing their keywords there. I already did that part, so now I should have explosion sounds. They're all here. So how do I get one? Well, let's say I like the atomic bomb there. I can pre-listen, so that's what it sounds like. That's good. I'm gonna click on it to be able to download it. This site was very slow so far today. Hopefully it will not take a minute to upload or show me my options. Yeah, it's taking too long. There's something going on with them. Let's go. We don't have all day. We want this to be short and sweet. Come on. Atomic bomb, atomic bomb, atomic bomb. Maybe by clicking on it 5 times in a row I'll get it. Yeah, there's an issue with their website, unfortunately. Well, I will pause my recording for a minute. So finally the page refreshed and I have access to the files themselves here, a WAV format, an MP3 format, or an archive.zip format. I will go with the MP3 format to download it to my computer to use into OpenShot video editing. So I click on this and then I will click on save file. It sent it to the music folder according to what I just saw. So I'm going to minimize my window here and I'm going to go file, import file, and then look for the music folder. It's not there, so maybe it's in another folder like downloads. Yeah, there it is. So atomic bomb sound, that's what I imported, so I will add that, and there it is. So if I want to sync it with when there's an actual explosion, I just have to, I could drag it on top of another track, but I'm gonna add another track to make things clear. I'm gonna drag it here and put it there and see if it's synced with the explosion on the actual video. Pretty good work, but it's way too long, so I'm going to cut it after a couple of seconds. I guess I can cut it there. I'll get rid of the second part and I'm going to duplicate it because I noticed that I need it again. So you see, you can duplicate sounds or any clip actually that you have in your timeline. And if I keep going right, there's another explosion there after a punch. Yeah, very random and violent. I asked no violence. I guess Benjamin wasn't paying attention. So let's see if it's synchronized. Oh, it's a bit it wasn't too slow actually. Let's see if it's too slow. Pretty good. So the last thing to do would be to clip or cut the music soundtrack of Shrek at the end of the credits. So at the end here, I would have to use the scissors, make a cut. Doesn't wanna. There we go. And then delete that second part, because we don't need music to keep on going and going when there's nothing left to view on the screen. And that's a nice clean project with everything I asked. You've got your stick animation video, you've got voiceovers, you've got sound clips for things that we would expect sounds to be present, and your music soundtrack. So once you've done all that, the last step is to go File, Export Video. Here you might want to pick where it's going. Videos is a good place. Profile, I would use all formats. Target, not that. I want MP4H264. Video profile HD 720p 24 frames per second is good, and quality medium is good, so I can export my video. Why are you exporting this video? Well, it's important because you can turn in this OpenShot video project. It's only reference files. All the files that are here in the multimedia list, you can't delete them wherever they're saved in your video folder, because then they will disappear from your project, so never do that. And finally, to turn in your work for me to grade for this part 3, you need to turn in the result of this work. So I'm going to quit this now. I will save it just in case my export did not work. And now I'm looking for my file I just exported, which was named something like, oh, I've got quite a few files there. I should have been more careful, but I think it's in here somewhere. Stick animation MP4 looks like a good candidate. Let's play it to see if it's the one. Oh, I opened it twice. Yeah. That's it. So that's what you would turn into in Modo in the assignment. So my stick animation MP4. Clear? Good. So go to it.